This speech I'm giving is to try to convince you guys of why the information that I shared earlier has really lit a spark in me and why I hope to have you all join me. Who in here has been healthy? I saw your hands. There's a lot who have tried to be healthier. Who has gone on a diet? Who has failed at going on a diet? Okay, and who goes to the gym? All right, and do you often feel like you're chasing your tail when you go to the gym? Like you're there to burn off the calories you put on the day before, and it's just this never-ending cycle, and actually in the end you probably continue to gain weight because you're feeding back into what you were there to burn off. So, you know. Now, would you put sugar in your gas tank? How come?
Old carburetors are clogged up.
Exactly, it sees up your engine. Now, how about if you put a pinch of sugar in your gas tank? Probably not a lot at first, but after you put a pinch in every day for a long time, your gas tank is eventually going to seize up because sugar is not meant to go in your gas tank. Just like everything outside of what God mentioned in the Bible really isn't meant to go in our bodies. Now people diet, they have their low fat diets. A little bit of fat every day is eventually going to mean a lot of fat, and your body is going to seize up very similarly to a car, and I love that analogy because it does make a lot of sense when you think about it. So does it require a little bit of activity? Yes, absolutely. When you eat this way, you get so much energy that you want to be active. I can't sit still ever. I am the Energizer Bunny at all seconds of the day, and I love that. So going to the gym, I don't bother. If I have energy, I'll walk to the next place I have to go because I'm up to it and it's amazing. So, overview, you can switch to the next one. These are the reasons that most people give why they can't do it. They do not have the time, they do not have the money, and it's not going to taste good. Especially, switch it, you can change it to the kids. Except I have proven that wrong, and I'm using my kids here as an example because they have been incredible. Lila started when she was, I think, 2, and it took a couple weeks of her you could tell she didn't know the flavors, and I just kept giving them to her, and now she starts with her salad. That is her favorite part of every meal, and it's incredible. And her friends, they'll be like, "What are you eating?" And she'll explain, and she'll share, so it's healthy all the way around. All right, you can go ahead and switch that. Even expensive, it's expensive. Okay, so they say that there's food deserts, like Michelle Obama has spoken about food deserts, and there are unfortunate low-income areas, but that's part of what I want to do. I love going to these areas and bring them some fruits and veggies and explain to them what they are, give them to the kids, and the kids will, in fact, eat them. They just don't know what they are. They've never had them. So it's pretty interesting to watch that. Solutions. There are lots of tricks. There is less expensive ways to do it, which is what I'm going to show, and the flavors are endless once you learn them, and it is a learning curve, but that's what I do. So your opportunity is to lose weight, lower your blood pressure, lower your cholesterol, cancer prevention, cancer reduction, and then just the joy, the simple joy in living out God's Word has been what's been amazing for me and caring for what is to be a temple. So, problem development, like I showed before. Oh, that was it. That's okay. Like I showed before, all these other death rates are just so high right now. And the food death rates are just, they're exceeding them so much that it really says to me, let's make this happen and let's try really hard to do something different. So the increased cancer in Western culture only, let's try what the Eastern culture does for a little bit and see if it works. Lack of options. So there's the researchers, Loreno and Pilar, they know in their research that the value young consumers place on sensorial attributes like texture, flavor, color, smell, and appearance. They suggest that the nutritional attributes, well, they will come out and say, yeah, that is important, I know. It doesn't take precedence, and it's detracting people from changing because they're so scared of these things. So solution, why is America not looking at the obvious and, at least trying, what are they struggling with? So we need solutions. Solution A, dedicated shopping. And these are some of the solutions. Find the markets that have the best prices. You need to learn your prices, and that again is a trick that you've got people you need support, you need help. Learn the prices, figure out where the cheapest options are, and that's something I can share. When you get home, spend 2 hours prepping for the week. Make it easier for the family. My fridge is just this colorful open array of fruits and veggies the kids can just walk in and grab at all times, whatever they want. You've got to get good with your knives and wood chopping. It is a hard thing to learn, but you can be taught, and it's so important because if you don't know how to prep your food, it's going to take you forever. Freezing. You can freeze things I never knew you could freeze, and it's pretty amazing, and that's how I don't throw stuff out at the end of the week. And then make extra and store it properly. Plant-based foods, less expensive actually is what I've found, and they're sustainable. And if you go ahead, under more solutions, that is a CSA program up in the left. You can go to farms and you can buy in, and it's like a share program, half share, full share, and you go every week and you pick up produce at a minimal cost, fresh right off the farm. It helps the farm stay afloat and they help you get healthy. You can grow fruits and veggies for the price of growing one vegetable, like say a tomato plant on your deck. That's going to supply all your tomatoes for that season. To me, that saves me a lot of money, probably hundreds, because I buy a lot of tomatoes. So if you have a whole garden, you're really going to save a lot of money. Now, get to know your farmers. Buy in bulk. You could buy in bulk from, I go to Nature's Food Patch. I buy everything in bulk because it's so much cheaper. Or I go to a farm, and if you look, that's the farm I went to at home all the time, Hearst Farm, and I could get everything in bulk there too. So if you have a program like I'd like to institute here, you can get together and you can buy even more bulk as a group and lower your price even more. Let's see. So the options seriously are endless. The kids' flavors, we eat everything. Like I was saying, the children in the low-income areas, they saw a 28% increase in the fruits and veggies they eat just by giving them to them, letting them try them. Their parents reported back that they increased by over 28%, which is incredible. But we do crazy things like you freeze bananas, you blend them up, you have ice cream. So add your flavors. We had peanut butter, we had chocolate. They now have chocolate peanut butter cup ice cream with a hint of banana. It's delicious. We do tacos, we do pizza, we do everything everybody else does. We just do it differently, and the kids love it. Adult flavors, see the kid flavors. If they're good enough for kids, they're good enough for adults, which is part of the hardest problem is convincing adults that they can get their kids to eat it. Restaurants you can go to. There are so many, especially in this area. I mean, you have Mellow Mushroom, Moe's, Tijuana Flats, you can eat. It's not a matter of eating less, it's a matter of eating different. We actually eat at least 5 times more than we did before. I eat all day, every day. Now, what would we do as a group? We would meet together weekly, and it's a sharing, it's a fellowship experience where you get together, you could share your sales, you could share your coupons, you could share price comparisons, and you can do, like I said, bulk shopping and save a boatload of money. You can practice your techniques together. You get there as a group and you make fun of each other, how bad you stink in the kitchen, and you learn together. It's very, very important. How to cook the produce, that's something that I show everybody. And sharing, creations and discovery. My best friend, she followed me. She does it now, and we call each other regularly when we find new recipes because we're so excited to teach each other more. And the support is vital. There is research that shows there's increased activity levels and healthier eating when people do things as a group, like in the work environment. You watch work people get together and they make it on the news because they've all jointly lost all this weight together. So the support of having this program, kind of like an AA, it really helps you out. Doing it alone is hard. Benefits, like I said before, weight loss, cholesterol, BP, everything's gonna go down, your energy is gonna go up, your hair is gonna grow faster, your fingernails are gonna grow faster, your skin's gonna clear up, you're gonna sweat less. It's pretty incredible. So what I do is I don't ask anybody to, don't give up your meat cold turkey. That's really hard. It's very much like smoking. It's actually worse, harder than smoking. But come to the classes, help each other succeed, practice at the classes so that you can get the hang of it, and read God's Word. Read what He says about caring for our bodies and about what we should eat and what He's provided for us. And then, look at the poor health of the country. Look at the countries that are healthy and say, dear Lord, what do you want me to do? Because if you think it's something God wants you to do, you can do it. And I did, and I don't have a lot of time, and I figured this out just by deciding that it's what I needed to do. And I hope that several of you will join me in getting this going. And that's it. Oh, go back one. I want to show you that real quick. That was Mo when Lila was born. He was a big boy. And now, especially, he's actually probably 15, 20 pounds less than in the right picture, or the bottom one, because he's walking 15 miles a day now. But that's entirely different. I think anyone would lose a lot of weight doing that. But that was before he started walking. It was incredible, and he didn't lift a finger. He just dropped, it was between 70 and 80 pounds over the course of 2 to 3 months, just by eating this way. And we'll never go back, because it's amazing. And that's it.